Hi guys, driving out here in the landscaping this time instead of the garden. I wanted to share with you a, I don't want to say trick, but something that I've made. Here, if you look into the bedding here, you see that guy right there? That is my homemade deep water spike for this jacaranda tree. There's 4 of them in here, and they're in a circle around the roots, and I can move them as the tree gets bigger, but originally I had drip irrigation that went to the base of the tree and just poured water all over the ground. The tree got water, but not as much as it was, and I wanted to find a way of getting a much more direct source into the roots without having it all over the ground, because I don't want to encourage weeds. And when the season started, those 3 little branches coming out at the base pretty much didn't exist. They were maybe at most 1 inch, 2 inches tall. So in one season, they've grown about 5 feet. So I would say that the drip water or the deep water irrigation is working really well. And I wanted to share with you how I made them. So this is what mine looks like. It is really not particularly fancy. It is a 1-inch PVC pipe because I'm using 2 gallon and 4 gallon drippers on these. They're pressure compensating drippers, so I know how much water is coming out of each one. If I was using a 1 gallon or a half gallon, I would go down in size, but I want to make sure that the water goes all the way to the bottom without spilling out the top, which is a problem that I had when I used smaller piping. So step 1 is you get your pipe and you cut it on the angle. You can see my cuts aren't always the cleanest, but hey, it works. So I cut it at a 45-degree angle. So 1 3-foot length cut in half like this gives me two lengths of pipe. Then I use a drill press, and I first get that hole in for my dripper. Then I basically just go down the sides. I'm sorry, my camera keeps focusing in and out. It's not sure what to focus on. And I just go down the sides with the drill press and just punch holes in it. I try and go on all 4 sides, but this one is 3-sided. Let's see. Once that's done, I take my dripper of choice, put it in there. I cut screen. This is just plain window screen. If you have a metal mesh that you can mold, that's even better, but I don't happen to have that. I couldn't find it. So screen has so far been working just fine. You see those have been in the ground for about a year, and there's no wear and tear on the screen on this side here, and it allows me to see in to the pipe there, so when the water's on I could basically do a check and make sure that all the nozzles are still working, and makes it nice and easy that way. But if you wanted, you could get an actual cap and put the cap on here, but then you're going to have to glue this little guy in place, or find some other way of keeping it in, because you can see that I don't have hose on it yet, and this is strong enough that it can handle me putting the hose on it without falling out. And then I just wrap it around there, pop some zip ties on it. I need to trim these guys off, and there you go, 1 homemade deep water spike that I can put wherever I need to. And I guess all told, maybe this thing, if you combined all the costs and spread them out across per each one might cost me, I'll be generous and say about $2 each, which compared to the deep water spikes that I go to the store and buy, here's a 15-inch deep water spike, that's going to be $10-12. So $2 versus $10-12, I'll take it. It's not the prettiest thing on the planet, but it does the job, and that's what I want. So anyway, I thought I would share with you how you too can make a deep water spike, and that works. So anyway, have fun. Bye guys.